So discovering the authentic core really stems from initially cultivating insight, right? So if you're a non-dual seeker, you're already doing that work. You're doing self-inquiry and you're unveiling your true nature, presence, the I am sense. You've either glimpsed it or you're fully established in it. You know what it is. And then what we'll start to notice from that place is there is a uprising of all of the coping strategies, everything that we've neglected, that we've been building coping strategies on, to not feel based on repressed emotion. So when I'm in childhood, I experience an uncomfortable scenario, maybe chronically with in a threatening situation with my parents growing up, or with in school, in the schooling environment. Sorry, people, construction next door. If you hear hammering, that's what it is. We experience that, and then we build. We don't want to feel those uncomfortable emotions. So the natural act is to build an identity structure so that we don't feel that. So if instead of feeling the repressed anger that my parents are feeling, that as a child I'm around in that environment, I build an identity that I'm the nice, loving, spiritual, open-minded, good listener or something. And it creates this thought-based, energetic density in the body that veils us from being allowed to express anger, for example. And that becomes our identity. We become that person, for example, like the nice fixer, or the negotiator, or the good listener, or these are common spiritual identities that I've seen in myself as well. Right? But as we start to rest in presence more, we're resting as awareness more. That's doing tremendous work on the body, whether we know it or not. There's it's like the saying that God's working on you, whether you know it or not, especially when you're deepening in a relationship with Him or with awareness. Same thing, Rigpa, awareness, Brahman, whatever word you use. That's like getting I think of like a crowbar and just like getting under all of the identity structures, and it's like getting under more and more, and there's all these like cockroaches and like fucking like gross, thick, molassesy, frozen emotions and stuff, but you're just prying it under gently but firmly prying under it, and all these cockroaches and crazy things are coming out. Cockroaches of like repressed emotion. It feels pretty ugly, feels pretty painful. Right? So just by honestly doing that work, we're already stepping into the authentic core more and more. But what do we do with all the cockroaches? Because they don't go away. Like we pry under, and then we get a little bit scared, we back away, then the cockroaches go back under, until we actually look at them, grab them, like, oh God, grab the cockroach. Social anxiety, like, oh, pull it out of underneath the rug. And then we look at it and we're like, oh wow, okay, shame. Oh, I can't feel anger in front of my parents. Oh, look at that. So underneath this people-pleasing, fixing identity, wow, there's this so much anger. Holy shit, let me feel that. Or there's so much shame, or there's so much inhibition. There's all these intense, ugly energies, right? So then we have to do this. I've heard Elder Jackson put it like this. It's like willingly putting on the dirty nappy and stepping into that willingly is a lot of this work, right? So it's not sexy at all, but it's so worth it, man. It's so worth it. Authenticity, the dove agrees. It's like this, we're doing that work, we're doing the hard work so that we can just, man, what else do we want? Like, what else do we want in this lifetime other than to rediscover our true self, our authentic expression, to be open to like just all those dense energies in the heart, in the solar plexus, in the gut, in the face. I know some people I work with in the face, right? So much tension, like we're talking with people And we just get these huge waves of like intense blocked energy in the body. And it's like, man, to be free of that, to be open and just like be ourselves, you know? Shit, like what else do we want? And to deepen that relationship with the mystery and with presence. It's getting hot out here, by the way. I know I'm getting a bit sweaty, so if you're seeing that in the video, it's Sri Lanka, man, midday. It's hot, humid. Okay, so that's where we're going. Like, so what's in the way? These cockroaches. What do we do with the cockroaches is the next question. Cockroaches can easily be interpreted as like self-attack. Like, we don't want to attack these. They're not really cockroaches. They're more like wounded, lost, exiled. There's internal family systems language would use. They're exiled little children who didn't get love. It's more like, let's pull them out and actually like invite them out into the sun, into the light from underneath that old carpet that they've been stuffed under through causes and conditions, man. Like, let's bring them out and see what they have to say. And then encourage them, encourage them to, once they're being fully witnessed through skillful inquiry, to a better direction, right? To a better energetic direction that say, hey, like, I know that in childhood, I know that you had to form this identity. Man, it makes a hell of a lot of sense that that had to happen. It made a hell of a lot of sense that you had to be the people pleaser. It made a hell of a lot of sense that you had to suppress your anger, suppress your needs, not communicate what it is you need. Or on the other direction, overextend, be overly angry to defend your more wounded parts, that the hurt parts. Like, man, I know, come here, like, let me see you. Let's actually feel you, give you a lot of volume in the nervous system through skillful inquiry, feel you, nurture you, love you with non-resistance, and then let's lean in the direction of where it is that we want to go and gently guide, like holding the hand of this exiled part of us, holding the hand of it and then walking it through to a better place. And then it's like the kid will kick and scream, no, I want to go back under the rug. It's safer there. I've known it for so long. It's like, buddy, I know, I get it. Like, let's go. Let's keep walking though. Let's keep walking. And practically speaking, what really helps here with this sort of stuff is just a willingness to feel, like a willingness to feel the most uncomfortable parts of your nervous system. I made a post, wasn't that popular, but I believe it to be true, that the willingness to feel your most uncomfortable and repressed emotions in an ongoing way is directly correlated with your capacity to step into more courageousness, more freedom, more love. Those who are willing to do that work, man, I've been so inspired by some of the clients that I've been working with, like just saying like, you know what? I'm scared to look at you right now, Sam, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's my intention for this session. And just that willingness to engage in that act of like surrendered authenticity, knowing that what is going on isn't working. It's just so inspiring. And we're like, yeah, man, let's look at that. Let's actually engage in that. And like, let's unravel those parts, those cockroaches, those little exiled children. Let's look at them and then keep attuning to presence, to something that's better, something that's more released, something that's more authentic. Integrate those parts so then we can just be in the world, like live purposefully, express authentically, have more beautiful relationships with others. It all comes from that core, coming back to the core, coming back to that deep, ineffable presence, letting that do a lot of the work while also injecting a little bit of effort to integrate these parts and moving towards something beautiful. So that's like a rough map of where we're going with this work. Anyway, I felt inspired to make that today. I hope it helps. If you want to engage in this work, book a clarity call with me, top link in the description. And much love to you. Sweaty Sam, over and out.